You are live. Are you ready?
We're ready. We are live and in living color. Hey kids, how we doing? You'll excuse my annoying cack. Hey folks, I'm not going to get crazy because there's nobody watching, but we can just gently talk amongst ourselves until we get some people in the room.
Right. I'm glad that we're finally getting some warmer weather and staying warm.
Oh yeah, it was nice. I had to go pick up some stuff for my CPAP machine today, and God, it was nice. I had the windows down, and I'm driving tomorrow, so I'm like, yeah, I got to wear shorts. I'm wearing shorts tomorrow. It's gonna be nice.
Yeah, I think it started out the day today at like 30 degrees.
Yeah.
Something like that. Hit 60, and I was like, all right, we can do this one.
Yeah, I'm definitely ready for warm weather. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Patrick's in the house. Michael's in the house. What's up, fellas? We are live and in living color on another Wednesday night. It is time for the Throwdown. I am your host, Rodney Fike, with my partners in crime, Chad Chodel and Twan Amato. How we doing, fellas?
Good. Amazing.
Amazing.
Oh, he beat me too. He beat me. I'm just good.
Just good.
Well, the gummies haven't kicked in yet.
Oh, there you go. There you go. All right. I wish I could eat gummies, but then they would take away my happy pills. my by happy pills, I mean my pain medication. Nothing else.
That's enough.
Yeah, because those make me happy. They take away my pain. Anywho, I'm gonna get ready to flip my camera. As some of you might have seen, I am going to be working on a Invincible cover tonight. I've got it penciled. Got the hard part out of the way. So that's what I'm working on tonight. What y'all working on?
I'm working on a page from the book I'm doing.
What's with that background?
This background?
Yeah.
It's
Is it green screen?
The blueprint posters for the James Silent Bob.
James Silent Bob, yes. That's cool. I thought that's what that was.
Yeah. So now it's on my art table.
Nice.
There you go.
I love it. All right, where do we start? Oh my goodness. Okay. What I was going to do, real quick, since I fixed that hand, I was going to get a picture of the pencils now that I lightened them up some. Okay, now we can start inking. Everybody's phone's on mute. Everybody's bladder's empty, ready to go, ready to rock and roll. Let's do it.
But,
As far as I know, my phone stuff is on mute.
I did. Yes, I did say hi to Patrick and Michael. What's going on, fellas? Hope everything's going well tonight. Thank you for stopping by tonight, spending some of your evening with us. We greatly appreciate it. Guys, into anything this week? Watch anything exciting? Anything good?
I am all caught up on Invincible on Amazon.
Yeah, I gotta get there.
yeah, same. I haven't gotten there yet, so
It's pretty good. It's still taking me a little bit to get used to, considering from I've been reading the comics as well, and it's just like seeing all of Ryan Otley's like a bunch of details and the shading and everything from those panels. There's so much energy, and then you watch a TV show and it just feels flat.
Yeah.
Like, I thought I was the only one, and then I just saw a reel on Instagram, I think, how they were just saying the same thing, and it's just like it just takes a little bit of different lighting and different shading, and you could have just changed so much about the show.
Let's see, you sound like me when I was a kid and I started noticing the difference between Chuck Jones's Warner Brothers cartoons and Robert McKimson's Warner Brothers cartoons, because Robert McKimson was the older guy and they did things better in the 40s and 50s. And then, the corporations got bigger and really got a stranglehold on the bean counters. They started cutting the corners at Warner Brothers.
Right.
And they started, you could tell very, very, very much distinctive differences between backgrounds and foregrounds and things like that. And it was just like the quality just went so far down, and I was so disappointed. But kind of the same thing. It's like, for not really a whole lot more effort, you could make this look so much better.
Yeah. I mean, it's like just a little bit of changing in the shading and just putting a tiny bit more effort in the animation, just a little bit, not crazy amount, but you could just change so much and make it a lot better.
Yeah, unfortunately, that extra effort cost extra money.
It's also Amazon. It's like one of the biggest companies out there.
That's why, because they don't spend a lot on their products.
Right.
That's because Jeff Bezos is busy too much building his own spaceship.
Yeah. Well, you got to have your priorities.
We're all going to Mars, and only the 1% is allowed to go.
Well, that's right. They're going to screw this planet up. We're going to leave it for all of us. They're going to screw up a whole other planet all on their own.
Bye. See you later.
Although some would theorize that they already screwed up Mars and came here, and they're screwing this one up, and now they're going to go back to Mars. But
they're like, you think it's good now?
It's good enough to make it habitable with the technology that we have currently. But, it depends on how deep of a rabbit hole we want to jump into on the ancient aliens and all that fun stuff.
I mean, that already sounds like an episode of Love, Death, and Robots on Netflix.
There you go. Hey, Efrain's in the house. What's up, Efrain? How you doing, brother? Good to see you in again. One thing I will say that I do like about one of the many things I like about Invincibles is the fact that the art is kind of, I don't want to say simplified, because that's not what I'm getting at, but simplistic, I guess, compared to, say, a Spider-Man comic book where it's all the webbing and all the buildings. You see every window and every windowsill and all the, that shit's exhausting because all the characters get lost and all that stuff. With these characters, they're kind of, the costume designs are pretty basic, pretty simple, which for us makes it easier to draw. Quicker to draw, I should say.
Right.
Because this was relatively easy today. I mean, I was warmed up because I was working on another project all day, so that helped. But I sketched out a thumbnail of the pose that I wanted and kind of tweaked it a little bit and drew it on the sketch cover, and boom.
Yeah, there's just something about Ryan Otley's art style. It just sounds a lot better. I forget who was the first artist that did Invincible.
Let's do it like this. Alexa, who was the first artist to work on the comic book Invincibles?
Cory Walker was the
Cory Walker.
artist to work on Invincible.
That's it.
He illustrated the debut
debut issue in January 2003, co-creating the book and designing several characters.
Thank you, Alexa.
That's it. It's. I'm
Yeah.
wondering if it's like
You just made
when
my
they first were
easy.
doing Invincible, they did the illustrations so much more easier just for him to
Yeah.
get them drawn, get the pages done on a timely manner before it got switched over to Otley.
Yeah. It's definitely got its own look. It's
Oh, it stands out. It's definitely one of those things that when you show something to somebody who's never read the comic book, they'll actually notice, like, just from the costume and everything, how it's easy to recognize.
yeah. Which, I mean, it makes sense because I can't tell you how many articles I've read, how many podcasts I've watched where artists complain about doing complicated costume designs. If you're having to draw this character, 30 or 40 times in a book, do you really want to draw all those stars and all those buckles and all those scales? Yeah, I mean, here's another thing on that line that I saw and never really realized that this holds true with Marvel characters and DC characters. I haven't really looked a lot into the Image characters, but the superheroes in those two universes, all of their costume color schemes are primary colors.
Mm-hmm.
Red, yellow, and blue. And all the villains' color schemes are secondary or tertiary colors. Purple, green, orange. So if you think about it, Captain America, Superman, Wonder Woman, Spider-Man, red, blue, yellow.
Huh.
Green Goblin, orange or purple and green. Hobgoblin, orange and blue. Dr. Doom, green. Kang, green and purple. I'm like, holy shit, how have I never noticed this? But I was like, that's crazy.
It's a rule.
Apparently, a rule that I was not aware of. And I'm 80-something years old, and I didn't know that.
Something tells me my project manager who's been in the print business for 40-something years probably would actually say, "Oh, I know that. I know about that." And it's like,
You should like kind of quiz him on that and see if he does know it.
I kind of do, but he's not really into like the comic books and stuff. But he has actually mentioned like a lot of stuff to me when I'm very confused on like why these colors aren't really working out, kind of thing.
Right.
Especially when I'm trying to make sure I get the specific colors for a corporation just right.
Yeah.
And he explained it to me in a much more easier, simplistic way. And he even mentioned like a couple of things, like in comic books, like how before Photoshop it had to be like certain layers of pigment. The guy actually had to lay down in certain ways in order for them to get the colors just right.
Yeah, because I know, and I know this because I would buy the fanzines that had the black and white images of like John Byrne's X-Men or Paul Smith's X-Men or whatever, Perez Titans, and I would color them with markers. And through, if you think like all the rubble and stuff in a Marvel book, it's all either a tone of green, blue, or purple. Sometimes it's a pink. But I learned through trial and error that you have to lay, if you're doing the purple, you have to lay the pink down first and then the blue to get that purple, because they were coloring the comic books with Lumidyes. And I think the Lumidyes were only like 32 colors or 24 colors, so they were mixing. So yeah, I mean, a lot of that is taken into consideration, is what they were using in the printing process. But it's just, shit that regular people don't think about when it comes to, making comics.
Yeah, it's taken a while to even like get to that point when I first started like drawing and doing all that stuff, realizing that to make certain colors, sometimes you had to, to make it look right, you had to alter just going for the one basic color you think you need.
Yeah. Yeah, and I learned the hard way through, screwing up, to not experiment on the actual piece, to get a piece of scratch paper or or get a extra piece of that actual paper that you're doing the piece on, so you get the same absorption rate and everything.
Yeah.
You don't want to take a piece of copy paper and try it, because you're not going to get the same look, because copy paper is trash.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just things you learn, things you don't realize you need to know to do the things we do.
So Patrick just messaged and said, "Has anyone seen the new Darth Maul series? Because I've heard really good things about it."
I have not seen anything yet.
I have seen clips of it, thanks to the social media, and everybody uploaded shorts, and it looks fantastic.
Yeah, it definitely looks amazing, but I haven't had a chance to get into it yet.
I need to resubscribe to Disney Plus, because I also need to get back into watching Daredevil, since I think they just finished with the last episode of season 2.
Yeah, I definitely got to watch that. I've heard nothing but good about that. People are going nuts about it. And then also you need to have it for, what is it, May 12th, the last Punisher story or whatever.
Oh, The Last Kill.
Yeah, The Last Kill.
Yeah,
Definitely want to see that.
Yeah, I need to work on a Punisher. I got an idea for a Punisher piece, but I have to figure a way to make it still really cool and still not offend anybody.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that. That's part of the appeal.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you about it in the backstage.
Okay.
But I also have to go through scrolling through social media just to make sure that the idea I have has not been done yet. So I don't accidentally try to copy it.
Right. Patrick says, I heard the final episode of Maul series will be on May the 4th. That's kind of appropriate.
That's cool.
Yeah, we got a lot of Star Wars. We got the Mandalorian and Grogu coming out the 27th of May.
I'm kind of surprised they haven't even tried to actually push the date up just to be like on May the 4th.
Well, they've got it's the anniversary of the release of Star Wars, 49th anniversary.
Oh, well, never mind.
And then I think next year on the 50th anniversary is when they're releasing the one that's got who's the actor? The real good looking guy. Ryan Gosling.
Oh.
Who's that looking guy?
I was going to say me, but I didn't want to, sound too conceited. I've been kind of keep my acting career on the down low.
Yeah.
Say if they're gonna be doing like the 50th anniversary, they should really try to re-release the original cut of Star Wars back in theaters. Or like
Yeah.
a limited weekend.
Yeah, I would go to that.
None of the alterations that are actually done many times from George Lucas for all the re-releases, the original cut itself.
Yeah, I used to have a shirt that says Han shot first.
There you go. There's another one. You could probably sell a crap ton of T-shirts after that.
Yeah, I need to get another one. I've seen them online, but
I have the Revenge of the Jedi shirt.
do you really?
Yeah.
I'd like to get one of those posters.
Yeah, the poster is harder to get.
Yeah. I noticed that Rob Liefeld has one hanging in his studio, but he has more connections than I do.
What? No way.
Way.
Why does he do something important?
Yeah. I guess he's created a few characters.
I think he's mostly known for giving Captain America the man biddies.
You know, that original piece of artwork sold for an insane amount of money.
Oh, I've heard the stories.
Yeah, it's like make fun of it all you want. Still got paid.
Exactly. He owns it. You know, he doesn't shy away from it.
Oh man, I would love to actually own some posters that were drawn by Bruce Struzan, who's done all the Lucasfilm, so all of the Star Wars, Indiana Jones, the Goonies. He like all those posters were hand painted.
I've got some. Hang on a second. I've got some of the posters, but I have these.
Mm-hmm.
These are 10s.
That's one of his paintings.
Yeah, but it's embossed, so
Ooh.
it's really cool. Yeah, but I do have all three of. I have all three of the posters from the original trilogy. I used to have a Goonies poster. I don't know if I still do.
I would love. I'm kind of mad that they didn't actually make it the official poster, but I would have been loving the Hellboy one that they did, but they changed it to the traditional like Photoshop ones that we've all been seeing, the original Hellboy movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think I still have the video of him actually painting the entire process.
Well, I got one better. Top this. I have his personal home phone number.
What?
When I was working for a company out in California back in the 90s, he was looking for cover artists to do covers for his comic books. And Drew was on his list. And I got his phone number and was tasked with contacting him to see what his availability was.
Man.
And he never returned my call.
Oh.
But I still have his number.
I mean, that's great and all, but he also passed away a couple of years
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah.
So you can't call him?
I don't think Ghostbusters is going to be helping out in this situation.
So if we use a Ouija board, then we all have his home number.
you can keep that.
That's messed up.
I am not messing with no Ouija boards. I have seen too much because of them, and no thanks.
I keep I have a Ouija board from way back with the original price sticker on it from
From where?
Higsby. It's like it's what is it now? It's a different department store now.
Right.
Yeah, it's from the like 70s or some shit.
Right. Yeah, those old department stores that aren't around anymore.
Yeah, I don't use it for anything. I just have it.
Right. Yeah, you can have one, just don't use it. Or don't use it while I'm there.
At least give me a head start.
Bring it to the next con we do. We'll see what we can bring up.
Oh, yeah.
New special guest coming in.
Beelzebub.
Wrong one. I've made a mistake. Somebody shut the door.
It is too late. The door has been opened.
That crap baskets. You bring Beelzebub, and I'm going to see so many people at the convention. It's going to be like, you're not Beelzebub. Thinking it's going to be the one from Hell of a Boss.
Yeah, if you did that at a convention and brought a demon, people would just be like, sick cosplay.
Exactly. Wouldn't even register. Didn't Dave Grohl dress up as the devil from the who was it? It was a Tenacious D video. He played the devil. Didn't he dress up as him in San Diego back in the 90s for San Diego Comic-Con? Walked around on the floor.
This is the first. That's actually the first I'm hearing about it.
I'm trying to remember if that's a real memory or a fake news memory. It's probably fake news. Okay. We started watching Peaky Blinders.
Oh, is this your first time watching it?
Yeah, we never watched it. So I think we're like 5 episodes in.
It's so good. I still need to watch the movie.
Oh, there's a movie?
Yeah, there's a movie.
I did not know.
There's a movie. It's also on Netflix.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. We're enjoying it.
And that show got me addicted to these hats.
That's why you wear them? That's
true. Looks like Patrick messaged. Are you all doing any events for Free Comic Book Day? Because my local comic shop is getting an artist named Raymond Gay.
I don't think I'm doing anything this year.
I will be at a convention in Columbus during that weekend.
I will be doing halfway to Halloween that weekend.
Nice.
So I'm kind of glad that convention I'm going to was not around this time right now, because if I try to drive through Dayton, it's going to be hell.
Yeah, you want to take the alternate route through Dayton. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, especially now since the beaver decided to pop up.
The what?
Bucky's.
Oh, God, yeah. That is so stupid. I don't get the appeal. It's a freaking gas station.
I don't get it. I don't get it either. I seriously don't get it. And yet somehow, if my family is watching this right now, I do apologize for roasting you right now, but you guys are nuts for actually going there opening day.
Yeah, I saw there's people like camped out there.
Yeah.
You probably actually saw my uncle, my cousin, and my mom actually just literally being the first people there. And it's like, it's a giant Walmart like gas station. Why?
Yeah, I don't know if I'd camp out to be the first person to get into a gas station.
Yeah, not going to do it.
No. And the brisket stuff isn't even that great.
It's just amazing how mundane things have become like super events now. The opening of a Wawa or a Bucky's draws huge crowds.
Yeah, there's already a Wawa like right by me. Went there first time, and that's only because it was still a cheaper gas compared to everywhere else. And like Sam's Club was completely like starting being like a wraparound, and everyone else is already like a $3.99 a gallon. And Wawa's was the only one that was still at the $3.30 per gallon. So I just went there. No, there's barely anyone there.
Is that the one over on 32?
Yep.
Yeah, that's right around the corner from where I work. So I go there in the mornings and juice up my cars before we take off and hit the road.
Now there's another one that's actually right by being built. That's right by my work over in Blue Axe.
Yeah, they're popping up everywhere. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever liked a gas station enough to do that kind of stuff, but I guess to each their own.
Well, I do remember I had my brother out. We were running around, and we pulled into the new one that was on Coleraine Avenue. I think like 3 or 4 days after it opened. And we went in he had to use the bathroom. So we went in and we each got a fountain drink. And they were 99 cents. And I was like, okay, cool. They got, all the big fancy ones with the bells and whistles on it that they have at the movie theaters. So we got the drink and it was 99 cents. And I'm like, okay, cool. Any size, any drink, 99 cents. I'm like, all right, cool. So a couple weeks later, they get the one open up by us, by Eastgate. I go there and get a drink. Same drink, same size, $2.47.
Jeez.
And the manager caught me on the way out, and he goes, "How did you like your experience?" I said, "Honestly?" He goes, "Absolutely." I said, "Well, I don't like the fact that I have to pay the $2.50 for a drink same drink that I spent 99 cents on last week." Right. I said, "I can go right across 32 to Speedway and get this same drink for 99 cents." I said, "So I won't be buying any more of these here at your Wawa store." He just kind of looked at me like, "Oh."
He was like, "That's not how I thought it was going to go."
Yeah, exactly. Somebody actually said the truth. Let's see. Michael says, in reference to Dave Grohl playing the devil, he was in the movie they made as the devil, so it's possible that he might have been in San Diego. Patrick also says, I know it's early, fellas, but I've got to go. It's been a rough week so far. Catch y'all next week. All right, brother. Be good. Have a good, restful weekend, and we'll see you next week.
Take care, buddy. I'll be talking to you later. Yeah, you told me what happened, and I feel so bad.
Okay. Excuse me.
I just started watching Chainsaw Man.
Oh, yeah?
So I finished the 12 episodes that they had. I think it's 12.
Yep, it's 12 episodes.
And then I started watching Parasite. So that's pretty good too.
I need to finish that. Have you got a chance to watch the movie? Chainsaw Man?
No, not yet.
Oh, it's so good, dude. It tore my heart apart, but it was definitely good.
Well, I didn't know. So my son was like, yeah, you should watch Chainsaw Man, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay. And I'm like, have you watched it? And he was like, yeah, I've watched it all, blah, blah, blah. Then I was like watching Chainsaw Man and realizing what it was about for the most part, as far as what like Denji wanted. And I'm like, what have you been watching?
Did your mother give you permission to watch this?
Yeah, I'm like, wait a second. This dude only wants one thing. And I was like, and then after that, I got sucked in. I'm like, I feel it. I understand.
But yeah, once you watch the movie, though, there's definitely some. He definitely evolves a little bit, like more of character development. But man,
Yeah, the Parasite was pretty good. I like that.
So what is Parasite? I'm clueless. I know what Chainsaw Man is.
Parasite is so randomly a bunch of these little like alien worm things came and infected humans and just start taking over them, and they can, shift and do weird things with the humans' bodies that they take over.
Is that the Asian movie with text, subtitles?
It is a movie now. They did make a live action for it. I'm just watching the anime.
Oh, okay.
But so one of the characters stops the little worm thing from getting into his brain. So it stays in his right hand and then just has to live with him or die. So it's just about them just essentially killing other parasites.
Gotcha.
The parasite that's stuck in him willingly, for the most part, becomes an anti-hero.
Didn't if I remember correctly, wasn't that the first horror movie to win an Oscar? Didn't the director win the Oscar for best movie?
You are thinking of a different movie that has the same name, Parasite, but that's
okay.
Different. Okay. That's completely different than what Twan was talking about.
Okay, that's I was a little confused.
Which that came up on my For You page, and I'm actually kind of curious to actually watch that Oscar-winning movie now.
Yeah.
That, and I just bought all 3 of the Avatar movies. I need to watch the new Fire one.
That is a movie that I saw the first one and it was okay, but I never understood the hype because I thought it was just another cool sci-fi movie. And I've never seen any of the sequels. I don't have anything against it, but I don't really have any desire to see any more Avatar. Talk me into it. What am I missing?
I think for the first one, it was just something like so different compared to what we've actually seen before. Especially when it came to the motion graphics and everything, and it was like huge and leaps and bounds, like amazing compared to what we've actually seen before.
Yeah,
I don't know for sure because after the older I get and I start watching it, the more I'm kind of wondering, why did I love this movie like so much? Like I overhyped it myself.
Well, I mean, I get what you're saying as far as the technology goes, because I experienced that with Star Wars when I was a kid. But to me, my opinion, the difference between experiencing that with Star Wars and experiencing it with Avatar is the characters resonated with me so much in Star Wars, and I just didn't feel like the characters in Avatar, they were just, what's the word, without sounding demeaning at all, they were just cliche characters.
You know what? I think I got it. It's like, for a lot of people who have not seen another movie that has the same similarities, it was that century's Dances with Wolves.
Right.
Like everyone was loving that movie. This movie Avatar, for just like the story, the characters, and all that stuff. And again, the motion graphics that were just mind-boggling at the time. And you have to remember, like, it was almost the same thing with Dances with Wolves. There's just something about that movie that you can't help but just like be gravitated towards.
Right. Well, the cinematography alone was just gorgeous.
And I think that might have been the same thing. It was just the cinematography for Avatar was just something you have rarely seen in most movies now. It's like, I think every 5 or so years, there's always that one movie that like stands the test of time.
Yeah.
Like I said, like Star Wars was one thing. Jurassic Park is another one.
Yeah.
You watched it came out in the, what is it, like 93, and the graphics and that still hold up.
Yeah.
When you're watching that.
Well, yeah. I mean, in that same vein, the Indiana Jones franchise, the Aliens franchise, the Predator franchise, the Terminator franchise,
The Lord
all
of
of those
franchise.
resonated with people so much that you can't get enough of it.
Right. So it's just like every few years there's something that comes out that's just so amazing to view. You have to actually see it in theaters at that point, because it's just something you didn't expect.
Yeah, I'm actually excited to actually be able to go see a new Star Wars movie in the theaters, because Grogu and Mando, it's a movie. You got to go to the theater to see it. And Ryan Gosling's movie, Star Wars movie, is also a movie. You got to go to the theater to see it, and I'm all about that.
Yeah, bring back theater life.
Yeah, I'm an oddity. I like going to the movie theater.
Same. You know what movie really resonated with me, and I could watch it over and over again, and I have, is Ready Player One.
Okay.
I've seen that movie without exaggerating, I'd probably say 30, 35 times.
Yeah.
Have you read the books?
Yes, I actually have the first print of Ready Player One and Ready Player Two. And I have a Gregarious Games sign on my wall.
There you go. Now, this is just me personally. For Ready Player One, what they did with Mechagodzilla, I kind of wish they did that with the legendary Godzilla series when they did the Godzilla vs. Kong and Mechagodzilla first came out. It's like, I do not like the design of this Mechagodzilla. I actually preferred the one from Ready Player One. And that's also probably going to be the closest I'm ever going to see Gundam in on the big screen.
Yeah. I mean, I love the movie itself, but all the cameos from games and stuff like that were awesome. Chucky being in there.
Chucky!
That was a good one. But yeah, that's one of my favorites. I can rewatch that over and over again without ever getting bored of it.
Damn it! Now I gotta watch that movie again. Thanks, Twan.
You're welcome.
I'll give you one in the horror genre.
Oh,
Halloween.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I could watch that. I could put that on a loop and watch that all day long and be completely content.
See, that for me, it's like no matter how many times I put these movies up, I will be watching them from beginning to end, and for me, it's the Lord of the Rings or the Hobbit series.
Yeah.
Like I can't help it. I'll be watching the extended editions, and it's like almost like a tradition for me to watch them every November.
Yeah. I just in my brain there's a photo on this wall that I'm drawing that's tilted because he's coming by and he's swinging at it. And in my brain, I was gonna try to straighten it out so I can color this edge. I'm like, nope. It's drawn on there and you can't move it.
See, this is where I've learned this with Rodney when we were doing the anthology of Roadkill Rampage. I was doing all of my page layouts and roughs through Procreate first, and then printing them out just to do all the inks and tightening up of pencils.
Yeah. I've started doing that, getting some roughs in on the Procreate, and then coming in and tightening up there. That's a good way to use Procreate for sure.
Yeah, but then then you try to post videos on it, and then you gotta get this guy was tracing.
You're just tracing that. Yeah, you're right.
I don't even respond to people that say shit like that. I'm like, whatever.
I don't know. I actually turned his comment into a educational video on like how I do it from beginning to end. And thank God for Procreate actually having a time lapse feature in it, to where I could just do the entire thing and just I could actually upload this video of it. Perfect.
There you go. This is what I did.
They took the secret photo out of the video time lapse thing.
Oh, they did?
At least as far as I know, they did. I don't know if you knew, like, you used to be able to put a photo in and you could trace the photo, and then when it came time to do your time lapse, you can hide the photo so that people couldn't see it and it looked like you were just drawing. And I'm pretty sure they took that option out.
I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that was even a thing.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, a bunch of people were obviously complaining because they were like, well, now you can't even tell if somebody's actually drawing something or if they're just using a hidden photo or whatever.
Well, I mean, at this point, everybody's kind of just so oversaturated with all this AI crap that's currently being splooged all over the internet right now, that anybody who actually does anything like traditional or even like handheld digital, it takes them a minute to realize, oh, an actual person made this. I'll support them.
Well, eventually, so much time is going to go by that the younger generation is not going to be able to tell a difference.
Right.
Because everything that they've grown up on has in AI, so they're not going to know the difference between traditional and AI, which is the goal.
Right.
So if you've noticed, Major League Baseball, they do ads and stuff that I see for like the Reds and the Pirates, and it's Mr. Red fighting Petey the Pirate, the mascot, the green parrot from the Steelers or the the Pirates, and it's AI.
Oh,
And I was like, I looked at it and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And I was like, well, wait a second, because I was like, well, because Jack Davis used to do all the promotional artwork for Major League Baseball.
mm-hmm.
And if you know Jack Davis, you love Jack Davis. To know him was to love him. So I was like, okay, well, I guess that's the new Jack Davis. And I was like, wait a second, that's AI.
Yeah, that's how it's going with everything now. Oh, it's cheaper to do this. And it won't be long before they stop using real actors. Movies are AI. They're not paying anybody anymore.
At that point, I'm gonna stop. I'm just gonna be one of the many people that's just gonna stop supporting places that actually have used it.
Yeah, that's when you start supporting independent filmmakers.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Thank you. That came out of nowhere.
Sneezy, sneezy, someone's talking shit about you.
They better not.
That's an old. It's an old saying. So I was taught that it's like if you sneeze once, someone's thinking about you. Sneeze twice, somebody's talking about you. Sneezing 3 times, someone's really talking shit about you.
And if you sneeze 4 times, get out of my house.
Exactly.
Pretty much. It's your early warning signs before you become a news article on Fox News.
Yeah, my response to somebody's talking about you is, I can't say anything worse than I've already said about myself.
Right.
That kind of shuts them up usually. Oh, because I don't know about you guys, but when you're in the studio and you're doing something and you can't get it right, and you drop a pen or a pencil and you go to pick it up and you drop it 4 more times and you hit your head on the bottom of the desk, and how many satanic laden rituals of hate and self-loathing you go through in the top of your lungs when nobody's there. And yeah, I don't think anybody else can top what I've said about myself. So have at it.
Have you been watching me or something? Because that's what
you can't hurt my feelings.
Do your worst.
Exactly. I am so already dead inside. Go on, ask me why I keep drawing. Ask me.
You think I do this because it's fun?
I mean, kinda.
I do this to torture myself.
I like pain.
Yeah.
Did you have to get up into any rafters today, Twan?
What's that?
Did you have to get up in any rafters on a catwalk today?
No, today I didn't do a whole lot of much. I just got to hang out and do boss stuff today.
Oh, those are some of the best days.
Yeah. I don't get that too often, so.
Take it when you can get it.
Yeah, all the other employees, they wanna move up and become the boss so they can do what I do. And I'm like, no, you don't. I promise you. I promise you don't want it here. It's not as glamorous as you think it's going to be.
Right.
Yeah, we're already discussing that at my job right now because my boss is going to be retiring in June. So all of us just kind of just started wondering. It's like, wait, if he's retiring, are they going to be bringing somebody in? And it's like, no, they usually hire from within. And it's like, who the hell are they going to be going to be promoting then? So it's always been like a speculation at this point.
Retired.
There's going to be a lot of backstabbing and back talking.
No, a lot of folks were more like, I don't like it. It's like, are you kidding me? No, I ain't taking that. You take it. No, you.
You can't make me.
You touched it last. It's yours. Whoa.
There we go. Okay.
Here you go.
You guys got to make sure to go follow this Kickstarter.
Follow what?
This Kickstarter that these pages will be.
Oh, what is that? Is that Psycho Sal?
No, it's Strange Stories. Caleb Susat.
Oh, okay. Are they already posted?
They got the pre-Kickstarter up. It launches May 1st. I did share the link for that, like notify me of launch though. So
okay, I'll probably have to go onto your page and actually find it and hit that button.
yeah, because I have a cover for this book, and then I have these 4 pages of interior.
Yeah, that's definitely cool.
Support you.
It's my first time attempting interior work, and it is definitely different than what I've ever done ever. So,
What's that? The interiors?
yeah,
Yeah, it's a whole different animal.
it's a whole different animal.
It really is, and honestly, I enjoy it. As much as I love doing covers, I actually enjoy doing interiors more.
I just have a lot to learn.
Yeah.
You know, still. I took it on with the attempt, but
Well, that's the best way to do it. You know, you're not going to learn it if you don't do it.
Right?
Yeah.
And I learned from trial and error and learning from grabbing comic books from artists I love. So stuff from Jim Lee, Andy Kubert, Greg Capullo, and so many others, and just been copying what they've been doing.
And honestly, Twan, studying cinematography and movies is a good way to help with that as well.
Yeah.
Because so much of storytelling is cinematography.
And
and Chad can attest to this because he's seen my scripts.
yes,
It'll say ant's eye view, bird's eye view, camera, front facing camera. I write it from the camera's point of view because I see it in my head like a movie. So I write it that way for the artist.
and it makes it a lot more easy for me as a visual person to actually know like how the camera angles are being So I tend to picture when I'm reading scripts as a movie or a TV show, like how is this being framed? But if you also want to know another thing, if you're really have like those favorite movies,
Yeah.
Go into your settings on on your TV and turn the colors down to where it's only black and white, just so you can actually see how everything's actually the composition stuff.
Yeah, how everything's framed. Two movies that I would suggest that you watch just for the cinematography are Blade Runner and the original Highlander. The way they do camera swipes from one scene to another when they switch centuries is really, really brilliant.
Yeah, I haven't seen Blade Runner in a while.
Yeah, just especially the scenes where they're in the old hotel, which is actually a hotel in Los Angeles that's real. The way that they've got it lit, so it's heavy shadows and just streams of light with patterns cast on walls behind you. That kind of shit is just invaluable because you can make brushes and Procreate that have those patterns to cast on them on walls and stuff. So yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chad.
I was about to say another one you could definitely try to do is Tim Burton's Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the dark shadows itself. It will also help you in like how a lot of comic books, especially if you're going for that darker horror story with the really deep shadows, like how it's framed, how it's shown on buildings, and how the lighting actually works on the people's faces.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna start now that because I don't mind this. Obviously, this is my first one, but I'll get better as I go on, or I won't, and I just won't do that anymore. But
I mean, at least you acknowledge that you're just starting. It's not your strength because you haven't done it before, and you're willing to at least give it a shot. And if you improve, and you'll keep doing it. If not, you'll just do covers.
Yeah,
there's plenty of work out there for people that just do covers.
Mm-hmm.
All right, folks, you got a little bonus time with the fellas at the Throwdown. It's a little after 10, so we are going to get out of here. Let you all get on with the rest of your week. We thank you all for spending some of your time with us tonight. We greatly appreciate it. Come back and see us next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. We will be here regaling you with all of our knowledge and wisdom of all things nerdy. So until then, be good. Take care of yourselves. For Chad Shodel and Twan Amato, this is Rodney Pike saying so long, everybody. Take care of yourselves and each other. Bye-bye.